Hi there, Joka here with two cards that I've created with the Spellbinders July 2022 large die kit. Here's the die kit. It's a lot of pieces and it's a super adorable kit, I think. I like these kind of things. So it's a truck, a food truck that you can decorate in many ways, and you can add an ice cream cone or a taco to it, so you can go in several different directions. I just went with the obvious, honestly. Yeah, I think you probably could get more creative than I did, and also you could just use the tacos or you could just use the ice creams. They are pretty big, so you could cover a whole card. Now I pulled out a bunch of summer themed paper pads, and I chose these two. One of them from the previous one is from Fancy Pants. That's an older, actually all of these are old paper pads. This one is from Pink Paisley, that unfortunately doesn't even exist anymore. This was one of my favorite summer themed paper pads. I love citrus colors and citrus themes. So the first one is the Fancy Pants paper pad. I don't recall the name, but I'm sure if you go back in the video you will see it on the front of the paper pad. And now what you see me do is, as I mentioned in the other video from today, with pattern paper I always add a heavyweight cardstock layer as well, because pattern paper is very thin, most of them anyway. And also some of these dies, like this truck and a lot of the cars, they have small openings where you would need a backing anyway, just so that you can place those little bits back, which is what I just showed before. And I think I am actually using all the pieces in the die set, so you will see what everything is for. Often when I open the die set I have no idea what all the pieces are for, so I often just die cut everything from white, just to try to see how everything comes together. I'm sorry my head is a bit in the frame, a lot, but I just couldn't really edit it out. So I'm putting together the wheels and then just glue everything in place. And here you don't actually see that I have white cardstock layer under the pattern paper, but I do have. And now I'm gonna tell you a secret, but promise not to laugh. I have never in my life eaten a taco, so I don't actually know what I'm doing now. So if it's not what it should look like, please don't laugh. Then just put it together the way you know it should look. I just figured that's salad and tomatoes and something, this brown, I don't know, maybe some kind of mustardy thing, I don't know. So don't laugh, please. Maybe it doesn't look right, but I guess I could have googled, really. I could have done some research. I feel like, I don't know why I didn't even think of that. Okay, but bear with me, it's a taco. And now I'm putting together the well, I would call it parasol, but I'm not sure. Okay, so you know what I mean. So I did this very easily. I just die cut the big part from white, and then I added a bunch of red die cuts to it. And for the taco and also the ice cream cone, you have that little piece there at the top that you place the taco on. And now I originally chose red, I think, but I felt like there was too much red there, so I changed it to orange and I just add that layer to it. But then you will not even see it because the taco will cover most of it, so maybe it was a totally useless step there. um, and then I'm just trying to, you know, use all the colors, just so that, that there is a lot of colors in this. So I don't know, I mean, it's really a matter of what you prefer. If you like just to use 2-3 colors is fine, or if you like to use a lot of patterns and colors. And now I'm putting together my ice cream cone. It's super cute and it's quite large, so like I said, you could create a really cute background with that. Again, I don't know why I didn't think of that. So what I originally wanted to do was a sunburst background, and I just couldn't figure it out, guys. I don't know. It just, I should have done it like I did before I had any dies like that. I just hand cut those, you know, the sun rays, and then use my sewing machine to stitch them down in the middle, and then just created a little bit of, I bent up the edges or the two sides, and then created a little bit of texture and dimension. Again, I don't know why I didn't think of that at the time. I really wanted to use this color block slices, I believe, the dies that is called. But I just, I don't know, it just didn't look the way I wanted it. So eventually I decided to just add or create a pattern like this in the background. Maybe it doesn't make any sense, but I liked the way it looked, so I went with it. And what I forgot to mention, both of my cards today and also the small die kit cards are 5 by 7 inches, so it's a really great big format. I really enjoy this format. I'm adding some foam tape to the truck, and then the card is almost finished. I don't really decorate it. I'm not adding any clever details. Sometimes I even forget about it. You know, when you have a lot of small die cuts and then you spend some time on putting them together, you're so happy that they look so cute, and then somehow, at least me, I then forget about the details at the end. So there's no embellishing there. I just added a foiled sentiment strip that I already had on hand. Now, this pattern paper pad has a paper that has all these circle elements, and they are actually 1 inch. So I could use my 1 inch punch and punch out one that says fruit punch, and I'm going to add that as a small embellishment to my truck. This one is the Citrus Bliss collection, and I still adore it. It's super old. I don't even know how many years old. I just love these yellow, greens, and pinks and oranges together. And this yellow-green color is, I already mentioned it in previous videos, that it's one of my favorite colors, and it's not very often that you find it in a collection, so I hoard the ones that have it. And other than changing the top of the truck, so it's not a taco but an ice cream cone, I did exactly the same thing with both cards, except here I'm not doing anything with the background. I just created I created 2 sections basically with 2 pattern papers, and that's it. Almost finished with it. I don't know if you find this inspiring at all, but this month this is what came to my mind. And that's also part of a pattern paper, and I trimmed it down a little bit, and I really like that torn edge at the top, so I actually left it like that. And I'm going to use my tiny attacher to attach that, just for some interest, I guess. And another one of these foiled sentiment strips that I already had. I will link in all the products into the description box. I hope, either way, I hope that I could give you some ideas, maybe mixing patterns or colors or whatever. But I really, really adore these kits this month. They are adorable, I think. Okay, thank you very much for hanging out with me. I hope you check out the other video as well. And I hope to see you on the 14th this month. Bye bye!